right, so I chose to talk to you today because news has hit the scene.
Big
You know,
news.
big boxing news, and you've been waiting for months. I mean, you have been in the ring since I guess May of last year,
10 months. 10 months.
10 months.
And the fight's gonna be like a year and like a day, 2 days.
And I'm strolling on Instagram, and I see something about Glenn Tapia fighting on the Canelo Khan card, and I said, I gotta reach out. I gotta sit down and talk to him. I don't know if you've done any media interviews since then, anything big, but I wanna talk about this because this is a big stage. Canelo Khan, to this point, obviously, is gonna be the biggest fight of the year. Pay-per-view. You know, a lot of fighters fight their whole life, train their whole life, and never fight on a stage this big. So, I mean, I guess the networks have some liking to you. You know, you've had your setbacks, and 2 losses out of your 23 wins. 23 wins, but still you're in the mix. I mean, take me back to that day when you got the call from Pat Lynch, who's your manager, and said, hey, I got something in the works.
First of all, before that, it was like I fought 10 months ago in May, and I've been training since, I'm gonna say July, June, July, just training, like focused 100%, understanding that something gonna pop up. And it's so people don't understand how hard it is to just go in the gym and train, just train and be motivated when you don't even know when you're gonna fight, so it's just really hard to be just focused and just, and it's just the whole world is doubting you, everybody doubting you, so I've been training and I don't even care what people say.
Right.
And the beginning it was hard, just like after the Kirkland fight. But in a year I came right back and look where the hell I was, so I don't care about that, I've been through so much, so
what was
this
the
is nothing.
experience like going to the West Coast, training with Freddie Roach?
Mm.
There were rumors in the boxing world that Glenn doesn't have discipline. He's not running enough miles. That's why he's getting tired in the ring. How did that transition go, switching trainers? Take me back to that.
I did. It was just a good opportunity to go with Freddie. He's a great coach. I met him in the Philippines like 5 years ago. I was sparring Pacquiao, wanted to get him ready for the Margarito fight. And I was over there, and me and Freddie just hit it off, and it was just perfect. I was like, wow, I never learned things like that. I didn't really have a real skilled coach. I didn't have. He was an amateur PAL coach. So he's a great coach, but it wasn't Freddie Roach. And I just was learning some new things that was crazy, and that was like 5 years ago. He wanted to train me back then,
Right.
but I was kind of loyal to my other coach that I had, and I'm like, I'm not gonna leave. I was young. I'm 20 years old. I'm like,
Right.
nah, I'm not leaving. And
I think a lot of fighters make that mistake. I noticed that where sometimes they're loyal to a fault, because in this sport, certain trainers can only take you to a certain level.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to learn more things, on a professional level. And some guys, like, I don't want to call no names, but there's fighters out there that are on a high level right now that don't want to let certain trainers
you guys
go.
sometimes.
So who helped you make that decision?
Myself, it was just like, man, it is what it is, man. After like, what's crazy is that I was training with Mikey Red at the time. This was my coach for the whole time since I was young. But I was training with him, and after that, like, I'm like, nah, I'm not leaving, and I stayed with him. Like a year later, he ended up getting a job offer. A great job offer, and he asked me like, yo, man, I gotta go, I can't. And then he told me the numbers he was getting. I'm like, you better take that, it is what it is. And then I ended up leaving him, he ended up leaving me. So it was like, it's kind of crazy, I should have left, but then it is what it is. I understood where he was coming from. And then I started training with Buddy McGirt for like,
Great trainer.
yeah, great trainer, great friend of mine too. We got some stories, man. It's fun as hell.
He's a
funny dude, man. He's a great person too, by the way. But then
Like the ladies a little too much.
Yeah.
Worse than the fighters.
Yeah. He tell everybody, man, don't kiss my ladies in the cheek, man. They all do a lot of things with their mouth.
I know you know what I'm talking about, buddy.
Yeah. No, but then after that, Buddy was kind of busy too. He was kind of too busy, so then I went with Alex. I knew Alex for a long time. Alex Devilla. He's one of he's actually Julian Rodriguez's father.
Okay.
So I went with him, and that was my boy for a long time. He saw me. I won like 6 national tournaments when I was young. So we've been through nationals, like ringside.
You have over 130 amateur fights.
Yeah, I got 143 amateur fights. 130 wins and 13 losses.
Wow, good amateur record.
6'6" nationals. I was number 3 in the world when I went to the Junior Olympics in Turkey.
So when was the point in your life where you said, you know what, I'm gonna take this boxing thing serious. I want to be a world champion. I want to make a lot of money. Because let's be honest, this sport, you know, it's a tough sport, but people are in it. A lot of fighters in it for the reward.
Yeah.
You know, that paper.
Yeah, but it's a tough sport. But at the end of the day, it's just we're some tough guys in this sport. If you're gonna be in that ring, man, shit, you don't understand what we go through. You know,
You'll be cut from a certain cloth.
Yeah. Just to step in that ring. That's why if you see it, man, even like champions respect the journeymen. You know, the journeymen that just have 20 losses and,
Still
that
step
don't
in
get
there.
no money. We look at them and we give them a hug and we respect them, just like we respect the champion. We look at them and give them a hug, like damn, respect them, because it takes a lot just to step in that ring. Just to step in that ring, and if you're getting 20 losses and you just keep going and going, you a tough motherfucker, you know.
Yeah,
like,
indeed.
And so, but back to the
Hold that thought right there. When we come back after break, we're gonna get into the fight, Canelo Khan fight, the call that he got. I want to maybe get into his personal life a little bit. Here with Glenn Tapia, Ak, the hype man, Sirius XM. Don't you move.
Louis Gucci bandana. I stay shooting, no camera. Running, serving that Hannah. Straight drop, no hammer. Whip it up, all better. Fuck it up, it don't